3 years ago, I got ill. I had heart failure and I was 50-50. I was going to live or not. There's a lot behind that story, a lot. And I woke up, and all these years of staying small was because I had that worry of losing all my money from back when I lost it all. And I didn't want to expand. And when I came out of the illness and I survived, I said to my sons, I don't want to be in Croydon anymore. Let's go for it. So we got funding from BCA. We opened up in Flimwell, and we just went for it. When I got ill, and my finance rep from Blue rang my daughter. My daughter used to be an underwriter for Blue. And she rang and said, is your dad still looking for another site? And he said, yes. She goes, I've just driven past Mark Lilly's in this Sussex and it's empty. And when I went down there, I thought, this place is huge. It's massive. It's over an acre. I said, it's massive. Within 2.5 years, we've rented across the road. We've got 100 cars. We've got no room because I keep reinvesting. And yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we have issues. Yes, we have loads of things, but the general vision never stops. Never stops.
That's it.
I'm 60 next year, and I'm so hungry every day for it. I love it. And then all of a sudden, we're 350 cars. We're selling 200 a month. We're smashing total. We're rebuilding at the moment because I've got rid of a lot of stuff. Because what happens in a scaled business is that there's only a certain amount that certain level can get you to that level. Then you need to reassess. Because what we done was when we joined it, I'll tell you just briefly, we took it over. It had 5 technicians there, and it was a retail workshop. It was making 10 grand a week at the time, doing really well, but it had about 30 cars. We wanted to make the sales growth bigger, but the workshop wouldn't listen to me. They wouldn't listen to me. Kept saying to them, I need my cars done. And I kept saying to them, whatever that makes a week, we make a day. So you can't keep, it just didn't work. But they wouldn't listen. So I went on holiday, came back, and I got rid of everything. And I restarted. But what we done with the sales, we kept adding. So we grew, add one more salesman. We grew, add one more salesman. But that doesn't work. You need to strip back and rebuild. Because a certain amount of people will get you to a certain stage. And then you need to change and get A's and B's, not C's and D's. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just what you need to move forward and to scale. We want to be 4 sites, 100 million turnover within 3 years. That's where we'll be. And you can't do that with some people. You've got to rescale. And you've got to say to yourself, this is what I want. And no one's going to stop me. It's my vision, it's my hard work, it's my graft. And that's what I'm going to have. But there's so many elements to get in there. So many elements. It's a real roller coaster of a ride. But going from them 50 cars to 390, it's really difficult. Really difficult. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The one thing I've realised, being honest, a sales job, and we are a sales business, is that car dealers that do it the old school way, it's very difficult to carry on because with Auto Trader bringing out that new AI system this week to do your adverts, to do your pictures, they're going to align your pictures how customers want to see them. They're going to write your adverts for you. It's going to standardise everything. How do you stand out? If you don't stand out on price, you've got to stand out on quality. It's very difficult. We're not high street. We're in Sussex. Although I live in South London, we're in Sussex. It's difficult to stand out now. And the niche markets, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and all the rest of it, they'll always survive because they're a different marketplace. But people doing everyday stuff, it's difficult. It's tough market.
I can only imagine.
If I throw my life into it, which I have done for the last 20 years, there's no holding back. You've got to believe in yourself, believe what you do, and just throw caution to the wind and say, I'm doing this. I'm doing it. The thing is, once you scale, same for you, Joe, and you start bringing on aggregators, Auto Trader, Car Gurus, Haycar, AA cars, all them things, you've got to have a way of monitoring what's coming in, where it's coming in from, how many leads you're getting from it, what the cost per lead is. How long have you been doing it, Joe?
What's that, car sales?
Yeah.
5, 6 years, so not long really.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I'm I've only recently probably figured out that I got a diagnosis that I got ADHD, which explains a lot for me because I've always been really driven, sort of, and I'm always looking for the next thing and the next thing. So I've had lots of different businesses over the years, done lots of different things because I kind of enjoy the building it bit.
Yeah.
But this is the one that I stuck at. So there's obviously something to it.
You've got great attitude towards it, which when I was 27 cars in Croydon, if an engine went, it'd be the end of the world. It'd be the end of the world. Now we've scaled, it's not too bad. And there's so many processes out there to help you. Don't feel right until I bought something.
And Sheik, will you leave like proxy bids on them then?
No.
So you'll just sit there and wait for them to come through?
Yeah, mate.
My God.
I'm on it all the time.
How much of your day does that take up?
To be honest with you, because I do my homework at night time, so I spend 2 hours a night doing my homework. So I get home, it's an hour from where I live, where I drive to. So I leave at 7 and they're at 8. I finish at 6, I get home at 7. And then I spend another 2 hours doing my homework.
Oh my God.
So 2 hours in the evening, and then what are you doing during the day to bid?
Well, it's easy to flip, isn't it? It's easy. I just don't even look.
Well, I'm glad it works well for you because if I want to wait to bid on something on BCA, I get a little notification when it's 10 or 15 lots away, whatever you set it to. And I'll be like, it's always when it's 10 of, I'm like, right, okay, great. Okay, so I get myself set down so I can do that. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like,
Yeah. Yesterday there was a Honda E's. I bought my daughter a Honda E about 4 years ago, and I love them. And there was one we traded at 11,350, and I thought that's a 12 double. That's a good car. I forgot completely. It went through. It sold for 11,300, so I was pretty gutted. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of them things, you know. We are fully stocked at the moment. We're not. We will hit this month 160, 170, but we're building to get to 250 plus by January. That's what we're rebuilding to. So with 10 salesmen, 2 deals a day each, that's 20 deals. We're going to try and do 8 to 10 a day. That's where we want to get to. You can plan as much as you want to.
If you've got 300 advertised on Auto Trader, will you have about 500 floating around you then?
No, normally about 370.
Right.
We normally got 70 sold at any one time. So there's 70, but because we have brought in a new workshop manager, he's getting through the cars quicker. By the time the £99 deposit is done, the next day or the next day after that it's prepped. Now that I've got this new challenge in my life, then it's just. And when I came out of my illness, I was in intensive care for 6 weeks, and I was supposed to lose my kidneys and everything. My heart had just gone, and I didn't. You feel invincible, totally invincible. You know what I mean?
it doesn't get any worse than that. So what am I worried about?
Exactly.
My engine lights come on.
Yeah. When something bad happens to you, it gives you a surge of energy, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like it energizes you, doesn't it? It does.
It does. And do you know, having these chats is so important because we all lose track of where we're going. We all lose track of how good the job is. And we lose track of how good we are. And we need each other to motivate ourselves every day. So get up, we can do this. Let's get in there. Let's sell some cars. Let's make it happen.
We can do it.